I just got a call from my brother, say you doing your thing, you're living your dreams, and big bro, that's a beautiful thing. But I was in my room, ripping pages out my notebook for days, wondering if they could feel the words that I say. Well, hey.
As always, it's always about a feeling, you know? How does it feel? What does it look like? You know, in a weird way, I think that's the most important thing with music, right? How does the artist feel about the music itself when they created it? And then how does the listener feel when they listen to it? Everything else is smoke and mirrors, right? Whether or not your shit makes $1 million or whether or not you become the greatest in your craft, all of that is extra on top of the idea, meaning of how does this feel? Because at the end of the day, that's what music is for. If we didn't care about how it felt, or if music wasn't important in that fashion, then nigga, we wouldn't have music. We would still just be communicating with grunts and motherfucking eye looks and shit like that. But we made music for a reason, right? Something mattered to us. There was something intrinsic and deep in the human spirit that caused us to want to express ourselves in a way that wasn't just words. And that's where I think music comes into play. So again, this is the How Does It Feel Music Review Podcast, where we listen to and review local and independent artists. My name's Jay, and today we are going to get into a project titled Thought Process by an artist named Hasonne. Y'all clap it up for Hasonne. I think with this project, it's the type of project that you throw on around a bunch of people if you want them to think you have amazing taste in music. Like, straight up. Like, this is the type of album I would play at, like, maybe, like, not like a party per se, but like a get-together, right? If I got me and some of my friends and, like, some people I rock with that I know appreciate music and I'm on the aux, I'm just playing this and walking away because I know for a fact they're going to come back to me and be like, yo, who was that? What is that? Like, I ain't heard that before. Like, what is that? Like, who is that? Send that to me. This is a very much send that to me as project. Like, legit, you play one of these songs for somebody, and they're going to be like, yo, send me that song. At minimum, they're going to ask you, like, who is that? Just because it feels like very buttery, right? Like, it feels like butter. Like, it's very, very smooth. And, yeah, you can really feel that right off the bat with the album, with the intro, but also through the rest of the project. And getting into the second song, I think that impact is felt immediately as far as you recognizing and feeling something that feels familiar, but also unique in its own very special way.
I saw your call, I got your message, I hit you back, yeah. Ain't blow you off, meant to respond, forgot to text, damn. Know I've been gone, I get with you and all of that, yeah. I'm falling forward, so don't think I've been falling back, nah. I saw your call, I got your message, I hit you back, yeah. Ain't blow you off, meant to respond, forgot to text, damn. Know I've been gone, I get with you and all of that, yeah. I'm falling forward, so don't think I've been falling back, nah.
I mean, hey, how you doing? Seen I missed your call, then hit you back like what you doing. I know it's been a minute since we chopped it up. I'm in for more, but that's what's up. Glad you doing swell. I hit you later, all is well. I'm too busy nailing verses like they press on.
How does it feel?
But that foundation of penmanship and rapping is still high, right? There's a lot of artists, including myself, that try to mix in rapping and singing. And it's very, very hard to do. It's hard to do because you want them both to play off of each other and you want them both to be similar levels, right? Some people are better rappers than they are singers. Some people are better singers than they are rappers. But the goal is to have them equal or to feed off of each other. Hey, the rap is adding to the song, or the verse or the melody or the singing part is adding to the song. And it's not easy to do. I think Hasonne did an excellent job of balancing those two worlds, right? Worlds, excuse me. I say that in a sense where, you know, this is coming from another MC, right? Somebody that takes rapping and writing very seriously, right? A lot of times when we hear somebody that is singing, the pen isn't good, right? Like, you might be able to rap, but, like, are you actually writing well? Are you actually spitting dope bars? And he absolutely is, right? There's nothing that's too crazy on here as far as like, how would I say it? Like, there's no like, let me show you how good I rap ass song. Even though there kind of is, and we'll get to that in track 3. But it's just good. Like, it just hit, right? He's giving you quality, high, conscious, elevated bars while mixing in some of that R&B, singy, swingy, jazzy type feel. And I think it's an amazing mix. And I say all that with respect to, I don't know how Hasonne identifies as a artist. That's also a crazy statement, right? Like, what's your pronoun? I don't know his pronouns, even though I just called him a him. But I literally just mean that, like, as a artist, right? Hopefully y'all understand what I mean. Like, no disrespect. What I'm saying is, I don't know if he introduces or identifies as like, I'm a rapper, or I'm a hip-hop artist, or I'm an R&B artist. I don't know how he does. I just know he's touching both of those genres. And he's doing a good job developing both and creating his own unique sound. Again, that sound, it's not, and this isn't any shade, but like, the sound in itself isn't revolutionary in the sense that like, I've never heard anybody do this type of music. It very much is a defined genre, right? I think he would belong in categories with like a Mick Jenkins, you give me Smino, give me Saba type music, Daniel Caesar. Like, that is the type of playlist I would want to hear this song on, and it would fit perfectly. I mean, obviously, like, we're doing this for the purpose of you guys to go listen to the music. Please. If I have one ask, like, cue my Goku music real quick. People of the earth type shit.
Hey! What are you waiting for? Or do you not care what happens to the entire universe?
But like, nah, if I could have one ask, if I can ask you, if you are listening to this podcast right now, let me not say that. I almost said something crazy, but pause me and go listen to the album. You could come back and listen to this music, or excuse me, you could come back and listen to this podcast after you listen to the album. Or you could do it at the same time. But my point is, anything that I review on this podcast, I want y'all to go listen to it. Whether you think you'll like it or not. Because I'm doing it for a reason. And that's not to say my word is God. It's not. But what I have is a deep, 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 deep passion for music and independent artists. And I want you guys to really support and shift what it means to be an artist, what it means to work in the space of hip hop, or just music in general, what it means to elevate black music, what music means. I kind of said it in the intro, but like, music means so much to us. I don't think people understand how much sound and frequency influences our lives and changes how you move, what your energy is. And for myself, I think it's so important to highlight the examples of that come from these independent artists, because shit comes from the soul when we make this music, when we're putting any types of ourselves out there. It's such a vulnerable process, and I think it's worth highlighting when people do that well. Also, when they do it bad, like, who knows, maybe one day I'll review an album and that shit is trash, and I gotta like completely tell y'all the truth about it. I'm never gonna cap, I'm never going to hold my tongue, I'm never gonna be rude, but like, I'm always gonna keep it real, I'm always gonna keep it 100. But I do think it is essential that we highlight when people are doing this work and doing it well. And for that, like, please, if you haven't done it yet, go look up Hasonne. His name is spelled Hasonne, and the title of the project is called Thought Process. It's on Apple. I think it's on Spotify. It's definitely on YouTube. Go stream it. Not only should you stream it, but you should go stream it, and then you should let him know how it made you feel. Absolutely. Thank you.
How does it feel?
Yeah, Message. One of my favorite songs on this project. Easily one of my favorite songs on this project. Again, it's a short project. It's only 5 songs, but to me, this is This is the one that meant the most to me. That shit meant something to me, nigga. Cause it be like that. It really be like that. I feel like his music is like the perfect example of that phrase. Like, if you know type shit, it be like that. It do be like that. I do be trying to hit people back, but shit, sometimes I'm gonna miss a call. Sometimes I'm gonna miss a text. It's the most relatable song on the project. By far. The majority of the song, just to simplify it, he is describing not texting people back and not answering calls. And I love the perspective. And I made it sound way more simple than it is. Like, you can get deep into the concept, right? And I'll explain it, because I just made him sound crazy. Like, the whole song sound like, nigga, don't call me, hang up the phone, bitch, you're on block. That's not what he's doing. He's more so expressing that he has a passion, or he has his own industry. He has his own authority, right? He is a sovereign being that is focused on other things that may not look like messaging you back, or calling you back, or answering a call on your time, right? And this is kind of what I love about the project, because he's not overly hitting you with conscious themes, right? I would consider this a conscious music. I would consider this like elevated music, conscious rap, whatever you would want to call it. I would consider it that. But I say that with respect to, he's not going 10 layers deep into it, right? It feels like his main priority is, let me make a song that sounds good. Let me make something that I feel. Let me make something that is well thought out. Let me write well. And then I'm going to put myself, or like his own personal beliefs in it, which happen to be like conscious, right? Like, he seems like, just kind of getting an impression from the album, he seems like a thoughtful dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he seems like he's a very intellectual guy. And you can feel that in the music without it being like, let me sit you down and teach you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is coming off like, oh, did you walk away with this lesson through the music? And I really think you hear that in the song Message, where it's a bop. Like, it's giving you a vibe, right? All these songs are very vibey, and this one in particular. But he also is saying something that's probably true to his soul, that's true to other artists as well, or just other people in general. Where it's like, yo, I am so focused on me. I am so focused on what I'm doing. My heart, my soul, my spirit, my brain is so tapped in with my own energy that we might lose contact. That doesn't mean any love is lost, right? The love is always there. But if we don't talk, then we don't talk. When we do talk, we're tapped in. Shit, I got fucking homies in day ones that I ain't talked to in 8 months. And to them, y'all know who you are. I am sorry. I will call you back. I will send you a picture of my child. But as far as talking every day, like, nah. As far as me being on your time schedule, nah. You should be on yours, I should be on mine. And that's kind of what Message gives me. Maybe I over-personalized. Maybe I took it to heart a little too much. But goddamn, I felt that shit. Where I'm just like, no, let me play this chorus one more time. I love the feature on it. Very good verse. Very, very good verse. Beyond, like, and to me, the most important part of a feature is, like, do you add to the song, and can you stay, like, do your own thing. I want you to shine as a feature, but, like, add to the song. Make the song better. Like, that's what your job is as a feature. Does your verse or does your portion of this song add to the overall quality of this song? Whether it's, are you on theme? Are you matching my energy? Are you adding alternative dynamics to it? Like, are you doing ad-libs? Are you in the background? Can you make this song? Can you elevate it? Even if it's by a little bit or a lot, can you elevate it? And I absolutely think the feature on Message did. The verse was good. It was poignant. It was on point. It was on theme, all that kind of stuff. I think he knocked it out of the park. And overall, like I said, one of my favorite songs on this project. And I think it's excellent. This goes to the thought process of the album, right? I think, EP. I think it's an excellent number 2. You got your intro, which y'all heard in the intro of the podcast. And then you got your second song, where you got to grab people. And I absolutely think this song did. It comes in very melodic. It comes in very smooth. Very well structured song. And it's so real. Like, I say that to people all the time, bro. Like, just text me. And from there, hopefully I respond. You feel me? And like, not to get even more deep, like shit, we're gonna make this the Josh ISO or the Jay ISO moment. I think for me, when it comes to like communication, I thought I understood that shit and I thought I had it down. Then I had a child and it like kind of punched a hole through any type of like, okay, how do I communicate? You know, what does it mean to stay in touch with somebody? Because, you know, not only is my mind focused on creative projects and processes, now my mind is focused on a child and making sure she's good. Nigga, if you don't fit into that world, if you're not directly helping me with doing one of those two things, I might not hit you back. I might blow off a call. Until further notice, that is what it is. Everything else, you got to catch me while I'm moving. Like a fish.
How does it feel?
Should I run? Should I hide? Do I try? Can I fly away? I don't know if I wanna stay, but I know that I'm on my way. Said I know that I'm on my way. Should I run? Should I hide? Do I try? Can I fly away? I don't know if I wanna stay, but I know that I'm on my way. Said I know that I'm on my way.
Quick story time before we get into track 3 titled On My Way featuring Tay Double. In my younger years, I was a little homie. I was like in 7th or 8th grade. And fun fact that y'all don't know about me is like, I've always been a hooper. And as most people know, especially other hoopers know, hey, you're going to get into squabbles while you hoop. Like, if you haven't squabbled while hooping, then you ain't played long enough. Like, every once in a while. Even if you're not that type of dude. Like, I'm not the type that want to fight immediately. Like, I'm trying to play the game, nigga. I'm here for a reason. I don't want to waste my time throwing hands trying to get hurt type shit. But I will type shit. If we got to, I will. We can throw hands. We can, like, fucking, let's do it. If you want it, let's bring it type shit. Anyway, I was in, like, 7th or 8th grade. Socially, what you got to understand at the time was like, I was new to a lot of shit. You talking like 7th, 8th grade me, I'm probably like 12, 13 years old. I ain't been in that many fights. I ain't had to squabble that much. But the one thing I had for sure was those 7 years of Taekwondo. So feel me, like, we hooping and the nigga start shoving me. I might have fouled him. It is whatever it is. And we getting a little, y'all see it, the push back and forth type shit. Like, he bowing up, I'm bowing up a little bit. And so as we like are pushing each other, he squares up. And me, not really being able to read the room. You know, I think this is something as a man you learn later in life when people are pump faking versus when they're just like trying to assert dominance versus like they really want to fight versus like, oh no, this nigga don't want to fight for real. I didn't know none of that because I ain't never been in a fight before. All I knew was Taekwondo. And whenever Sensei, his name was Sensei John, whenever Sensei John would get in his fighting stance, I was supposed to get mine. Left leg back, right leg forward, hands by your ears. So I did. And so I think when I did that, after he squared up, he's like, oh shit. So he charges me. And I swear to God, like it was one of my first examples of flow state. As he charges me, I do a front push kick. And for those of you that know, in karate, like a front push kick ain't supposed to hurt nobody. It's a get off of me move, right? It was just kind of instinct for me. I front push kicked him as hard as I could. This nigga falls on his butt and slides. And so me, not even really realizing it, I'm just like, all right, bet. Like, that's handled. Let's hoop. When I tell you the whole gym went crazy, because it looked crazy. Like, I knew for a fact I didn't hurt him. Like, that shit didn't feel like nothing. I front push kicked you. But it looked crazy. It looked crazy as hell. And, you know, shit. I say that to say this.
I let the words dissect your brain. I spark a blunt to clear my mind, and then I read between the lines and wonder why I'm not that guy that these niggas wanna try. Oh,
And that's why I love this song, because it very much is a traditional rapper type song where you're just saying, like, I'm the best, or I'm that guy. It's not even necessarily I'm the best, but like, it's a self-affirmation song. And we hear that in hip-hop all the time. It's just like most of the self-affirmation songs are very toxic. You get what I'm saying? Where like, I got bottles, I got bitches, I got strippers in the club, all the hoes in the building, all they do is show me love. Like, that's an affirmation. It's just coming from a toxic place. Like, why do you have to say the B word? Like, why do you have to call people hoes? Why are we talking about popping bottles? But at the end of the day, it's still an affirmation song. It's a black man affirmation song. I don't think people see shit that way just because we're programmed to find like the lit shit. But it's something I've studied within hip hop and rap, just like kind of being a rap nerd, where like I think about it all the time, where I'm like, okay, why are some of these songs that are dealing with the most ratchet shit or the most toxic shit, why do I still feel it? And like, not just is this song good, that's one thing, but why do I still feel it? Like, as much as I do exist in the realm of like conscious hip hop, I like very lyrical music, I like very meaningful music, I'm still gonna throw on Future. I'm still going to throw on some ratchet shit. I love Jeezy. Jeezy, to me, to this day, is a top 10, top 5 rapper of all time. And that's my personal list. Same with like somebody like T.I. I grew up in the South. Like, T.I. made very like bumping music. Very like feel this shit type music. And so I say that to say, and you know, there's other examples, but my biggest point is like, okay, someone like myself, where I'm not out here on some ratchet shit. Like, I've been a young black professional man most of my life. I'm not out here doing crazy shit. Like, I don't relate, but I still feel it. And it's because it is an affirmation, right? At the end of the day, all of those songs that are about doing all this shit, whether you see it or not, it is a affirmation. It's an affirmation in the way that really only like you can get from a black male perspective. And with that, I think Hasonne did an incredible job of giving you his version of that. Like a more conscious version of that, a completely conscious version of that. Where at the end of the day, in his verse, he's saying, I'm that guy. Don't fuck with me. I'm him. I know I'm him. But he doesn't have to say it in a manner where he's talking about money. He ain't talking about fashion. He's not talking about women. I got more women than you. I got more money than you. I got a gun. I got a Draco. He's not saying none of that. He's just straight up saying, like, I am me because I'm me, and I'm talented, and I'm worth something. And for that, we're going to give a round of applause.
baby, we can go, but we ain't gotta go too fast, so shawty, just take it slow. She know I'm on the road, so I couldn't stay tonight. I call you when I make it home. But
alright, now we done did the intro. We done sent the message. We been on our way. We made it. Might have clapped. I'm sorry, take that. I gotta edit that. This is a PG podcast. Anyway, we done made it home. And now that we're home, let's go ahead and get into it. This song is called Home by Hasonne. And you know, like, back to the concept of the album and like it working on two levels, where like in this song he very much is, you know, again, talking to a woman or talking to a significant other or whatever, somebody he's messing with, that he might have clapped, but who knows. But like in talking to them, like explaining your thought process of like, I can't stay tonight, I gotta go home. Which, again, and this is a different version of me. Current version of me is very much a committed relationship, child, dad, man. But I like to think at a certain time, I was a master a ninja of being able to leave in a smooth fashion. We don't like to talk about that. Or maybe I just don't be in them circles, but we don't like to talk about that. Single people, y'all tap in, but like we don't like to talk about that idea of like that middle ground of like really rocking with somebody, spending a night with somebody, spending quality time with somebody. But like when it's time to go, I want to leave. And it ain't never personal. I just got shit to do. I think Hasonne explained that very, very well. Like I would encourage you guys, men and women, like no matter who you are, like if you're in that position now, if you're sitting there like, damn, I'm like getting in an argument with somebody because I had to leave, or like I had to dip, like we spent the night and then I left, send them this song and just be like, yo, this is how I feel. Like don't take it personal. If they resonate to the song, maybe they'll resonate with how you actually feel. But great song overall.
How does it feel?
In this life, I'm the pilot, watch me soar and fly. Yeah. In this life, I'm the pilot, watch me soar and fly. With a mind sharper than a black samurai. My blurred mind in the haze where my thoughts collide. And in a maze, I'm searching for the light. In this life, I'm the pilot, watch me soar and fly. With the mind sharper than a black samurai. My blurred mind in the haze where my thoughts collide. And in a maze, I'm searching for the mind.
Again, that was Blurred Minds, or Blurred Mind by Hasonne off of Thought Process. And yeah, that being the last song, we're going to wrap it up, kind of give final thoughts, and give you the thing that you've been waiting for, which is the final rating of the project.
How does it feel?
My version of 5 mics. If you guys are old school like me, you remember the Source magazine. They used to do 0 out of 5 mics. 5 mics being an excellent project. 0 being like, nigga, this shit was trash. I'm going to do my version of that. But here's the thing. We're not doing mics. Somebody already did that. I don't want to do nothing nobody already did before. We're going to do portals. And what I mean by portals is music, an album, specifically like albums, EPs, projects, bodies of music. To me, they exist as a doorway from your world into another person's world. And for that, you are creating a portal. That's all a door is, right? For those that kind of get freaked out by spiritual shit or like metaphysical shit, I'm sorry. But that's all a portal is. It is a transient zone from one place to another. And with music and EPs and albums, that's what the artist is doing. They're opening the door into their world, and then you get to go in and you get to take a look and see all the nice things in there, right? And so by me saying like our system for rankings or ratings is going to be a portal system, it's not so much so like is this good or not? It is that. That's an element of it, but it's going to be more so like how well did this artist walk us into their world? How well did they express themselves? How well did they actually craft something? All that type of jazz, right? Like it still is like, is it good or not? But it's a little different in the sense of like I'm judging a album based on it being a body of work and an experience and us walking through that door, right? And seeing all the nice things in there. Like, oh shit, you got a Picasso in your house?
Picasso in your house.
You need to lower your voice and shut up.
That's essentially what it is. Do they got a Picasso in their house or not? Right? And that's kind of how we're going to rank it. So with that being said, I just kind of wanted to go through some of my final thoughts. So with this project, my favorite line in this whole project, give me 2 seconds. Let me pull it up. Hasonne said, I look at shit from a new angle. It's clearer than before. Seeing paths I never noticed, my opportunities galore. The hustle is the same, my vision just evolved. Back with a purpose, my passion done changed. I want it all. Drop some claps for that. Drop some claps. And we're back. Yeah, I love that line. That's my favorite line on the whole project. Again, because it was what I related to the most as far as like an actual bar, right? The concept and the idea that we as human beings are going to go through changes. Shit is going to lift us up and then it's going to knock us down. The universe is going to spin us around and fucking Hadouken us in the stomach. And we as artists and we as creatives and we just as human beings have to find a way to redefine ourselves and step back out there. And not only did he say, hey, like, yeah, like, the vision done changed, like, shit shifted. At the end of the day, I want it all. And it goes back to kind of what I was saying earlier about the energy he has on this project, the confidence that you can feel in his music and in his creation. I relate to that personally. I think spiritually, as human beings, especially as creatives, we go through a process of we start conditioning ourselves, or we start to what's the word I'm looking for? We start to make it's not condolences. Damn, this is why I need a co-host. Like, what word am I looking for? Concessions, right? Not confessions. We start to make concessions about our own music and our own paths. I've experienced it, and I only feel comfortable talking about it because you guys love me and I love you. But like, I've experienced it. When I started, I had a very much black and white mindset where it's like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to accomplish this, that, and the third. I want to make it here, I want to do this, I want to be big, and all that kind of shit. You dream. You're very open when you first start as an artist, especially as an independent artist, right? No industry plant shit. When you start as an independent artist, mostly it's by yourself in an attic, a garage, a room, wherever you may be. It's a solo dolo process. And then when you start, you have that graceful delusion of like, I can do this. And then guess what? If you're talented enough, you find a way to do it, and you do it well. But with that comes an ego check, right? Like, you might put out your first song and it don't people ain't checking for it. Or you might do a show and it feels like the energy wasn't there. And then you get better and you start to learn and you start to learn and you get a little more successful and you learn your craft a little bit more, and you're like, oh shit, people are playing my song. People like my music. People like my performance. People enjoy what I do. And for some people, for myself, that is the hardest part. And what I mean by that is you get complacent. Your vision shifts. Especially if you feel like shit ain't moving. You can plateau as an artist, and now you're stuck. I only know how to do this one thing. I don't know how to get above this. I don't know how to raise the bar higher. I don't know how to do maybe the hard stuff that comes with music creation, which is like the marketing, the outreach, the consistent, I'm in your face, and the content creation, all that stuff, the booking shows, learning how to make money off you, all that stuff starts to chip away and make you complacent. In the sense of, you might have the thought process of, oh damn, if I can make $100 a show, and if I just do 10 shows, I'm comfortable being at $100 mark. Or even with streams where you go like, hey, I'm comfortable here. And that comfort zone will destroy you alive. It will murder you. You got to get out of that comfort zone. And you got to go back to that first element of yourself sometimes, or create an element of yourself. It might not be your first element. It may be an element of yourself that goes, oh yeah, I do want it all, and I deserve it all, and I'm talented enough to get there. I'm going to shoot for the moon. And because of that, that line he said is my favorite line, right? It kind of addresses everything I just mentioned. So drop a bomb. I said a bomb. I'm not DJ Clue. Drop a hand clap for that. And with that being said, we're going to wrap things up. So give me a drum roll. I need a dramatic drum roll. And yeah, let's talk about it. So the final portal ranking for this album. How many portals does it get? Again, let me just go through it before I get my final rating. I love the album. It's something I would play again, absolutely. It's something I'm looking forward to playing for other people. Like I said earlier, this is the type of project, an EP, that I'm playing when I have the aux. It got to be the right type of people in there, but like, I'm surrounded by those right type of people, right? So when I do get the opportunity to, I'm going to play this shit, and I'm just going to like walk away. And I guarantee you, people are going to be like, who is that? What is that? What's that? Send me that. Send me that. That's the type of project this is. It's very smooth, very quick. It gets you in and out. And it just kind of gives you that vibe, that energy. So I want to make it clear. I enjoyed this experience. I enjoyed the project. Now, let's talk about some critiques, right? I don't want to say negatives, but we'll talk about some critiques. Honestly, I just have one. It's just one critique. And it's a strange critique. It's a strange critique, but it's a truthful one. It's how I feel. This project, it felt safe. And I mean that in a good way and a bad way, where it very much felt like it felt like an artist that knows themselves very, very well. And I mean that like mentally and artistically. Like you know yourself. You know what kind of music that you make. You know your range. You know everything detailed wise when it comes to like what you create. And for that, that's an incredibly good quality to have. You got to know yourself as a person, as an artist. The one thing that I would say though is it was safe to the point that there were no risk taken. And what I mean by that is I hear this dude's voice, I hear his tones and all that kind of stuff. I would encourage him and I would advise, try some shit that is so outside of your element that you have to be uncomfortable and see where that takes you. And maybe like, this is my first time listening to his music. I definitely want to listen to more. But again, this is like off of 2 listens of the project. I want to listen to some other music he's put out. But yeah, definitely. That's the one critique I have, where like some of the best EPs and albums to me give you like a concept or give you like a tone and genre. And then there's some riskier songs on there where it's like, okay, like this person was hitting us with the 1-2 and then they hit 3-4 real quick, or they hit 6-7. Like, take us there, right? Show us something that we ain't heard yet. And I don't mean that like as far as like other music that isn't the artist. I just mean within the project, right? It's kind of like hitting somebody with an okie doke or a Euro step. You think I'm going this way, but I'm going that way just to come back this way.
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
And that's the one thing I would say about this project. And granted, like I'm giving grace because it's a 5-track EP. Like, really, what could he do? What could he do outside of those 5 songs? Like, it's hard to go a completely different direction and keep it cohesive. So I give grace for that. It's not like a harsh critique at all. I just, that's just how I feel. And this is something that I strongly, I'm nobody. You don't have to take my opinion for shit. But it's something I would strongly encourage Hasonne to do. And go play a rock track and see what you do on it. Go play some real deep, soulful, boom bappy, very much like sample boom bap tracks and see what you do on it. Go listen to some like alternative jazz. Like, influence yourself with these other genres. That way, you can kind of experiment and do some other stuff that may be outside of your pocket or outside of your zone. The other side of what I'm saying to that is I can only say that to somebody that I truly think is talented. And that's what I mean when I say, like, I hear his tone, I hear his range, he has a good voice, he raps well. I think there's, like, pockets out there for him that he might not even see yet, or maybe he does. His response might be like, hey, my demos, like, wait until I drop this new shit. Like, he could be on completely different type of energy for his next project. But that's just what I feel, right? That's how it feels to me with this EP. Is I love it. I love it for what it is. Absolutely incredible. When I think bigger, the only thing I would want from him is like, give us a different element. Shake it up a bit. Shake the snow globe, put it back down, and let it settle. Because to me, that's how you really grab an audience, right? And it's a logical fallacy, right? I run into this a lot with just life and like being observant. But people will take you for granted when you keep giving them the same thing, no matter how quality it is. And it's not your fault. But it's similar to like, it's similar to food, actually. Yeah, like it's similar to food in the sense where like you can make the most fire meal in the world, but if you serve it to somebody 7 days out of a week, eventually, and it's not going to happen immediately, that first week they might be lit. Like, oh shit, like, this shit bomb. But eventually they're going to grow a tolerance to it and they're going to want to try something different. So I only mean that in the way that we construct albums is something I try to be conscious of is shake it up a little bit. You don't got to go crazy with it. I'm not saying get on here and do some Led Zeppelin, but shake it up. Like if there's another genre or if there's another element of music that you've been toying with, develop that and then like give us that on the next EP. And it doesn't have to be the whole album. It don't got to be the whole project. Just one song. Just one song where you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know they could do that. Examples. Cole. That's a great example. If you guys listen to the newest J. Cole album, he's doing a good job of giving us different elements of the same product, right? Where I think there's a stretch in the album where he's giving us a bunch of like traditional hip hop music, and then out of nowhere you get something like the Club Let Out song. Well, we survived the let out. Well, we survived the let out. That sounds like some Kid Cudi type shit. That sounds like some damn near like rock star shit or some alternative pop type song, and it does a good job of bridging that album together. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I mean.
How does it feel?
With that being said, I have held you in enough anticipation. One more drum roll. This is the real drum roll. No pump faking. We are going to, I say we, it's just me. I'm not running away from accountability. Hasonne, if you don't like this, you run up on me. I'm not even outside enough for that. And I'm joking. Like, it's all peace and love. But this is mine. I just say that to say this is completely coming from me. I give this one 4.3 portals out of 5. Yeah. We'll check y'all next time. This was the How Does It Feel first episode. Peace.
How does it feel?